Well, that was needed, and that was fun. Been riding the YZ450F. Been a long time since I've rid this bike due to obviously COVID, and had some WP suspension sent to me just before lockdown. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to do that, but I've had the opportunity now, and trust me, I've been hard at it out there on that track. As you can see, the setup's a little bit different. I've got WP suspension in, cone valve front forks, Trax rear shock. Just been out on the bike, and first impressions are mega. Okay, so what did I feel first of all? Well, in all honesty, I just felt that the bike had a little bit more balance. Normally with the Kayaba setup, which I've got to say the KYB front forks and rear shock is absolutely phenomenal. Put the suspension on, the WP cone valved and Trax rear shock. Checked the sag was about 105, but I knew I'd have to adjust it anyway, so I thought I'd bed it in, which I've done. Been out on the track, bed it in. Now currently it's like it's 115, so I'm gonna have to alter the sag, get that. But even with the sag not being ideal for my body weight, could totally feel the benefits of the suspension of the setup. What I felt straight away was, normally when I come onto the turns or accelerate, sometimes on the stock suspension you have a rocking feeling back and forth. Normally when you come in on the brakes, we know that the Yamaha has struggled with a bit of front end grip over the years, but normally when you come in on the brakes, it can just get away from you and just tuck maybe a little bit, especially in these dry hard conditions, whereas I just felt that didn't happen. It just stayed up a lot higher in the fork, really let me get the front brake into play even on this hard surface. Acceleration wise, coming out of the acceleration bumps, I just felt that the bike just had real good drive, really planted feeling. It just felt firmer, more balanced, and I just felt more settled on the bike in all honesty. So yeah, that's first impressions, real good. I'm going to adjust the bike now. A click here and a click there, check my rear sag. On this track like this, a 450, it's hard work. It's hard work to ride around these 180 turns. Everything's quite tight and compact. All the jumps are quite small, and you really have to hit the transitions in that sweet spot, otherwise you really are working your body and working the suspension. Feel real at home in it, just gives you some confidence. Feel really settled on the bike and really comfortable in order to flick it about and let the bike move around, especially with the 450 power out there on that surface. It's very easy to get the back end round in front of you, let's say. So yeah, normally when you do OJ, or should I say over jump some of the jumps, you really do feel it come through your ankles and wrists and onto you. It really just does pound your body. But I've over jumped a few of the things out there now, getting used to the 450 power, and as you do, your distances change and you have to recalculate and get your timing right. But yeah, over jumping a few of the things over there, I just felt that the bike just soaked it up, and it just wasn't a problem. The bike soaked it up, and it wasn't my body. So for me, that's a massive thumbs up already. And this is the first of many videos that we'll be doing regarding the WP setup on the Yamaha. Try some different tracks, different conditions. Going to be here a little bit more, playing around with the suspension. Obviously you've got so much more range with the WP cone valved and Trax rear shock. The clicker range is just huge, so I really want to try and get my head around that and just see where we can go, and just see if I can start knocking down them lap times. Really looking forward to just dialing this baby in a little bit more, and just getting the most from it, just having some fun out there.